Brantley has a learning disability, and for the longest time, he was far and away the smallest kid in his class. You know, the runts in the class always tend to be the ones that get picked on. And he'd come home, he'd be upset, sometimes he'd cry when he was younger.
Well, the way I kept from being discouraged was I would always keep God close to my heart. And that brought me real good satisfaction knowing that He was close to me, looking after me, and that I wasn't alone.
Motocross is the second most demanding sport in the world. Not only does it require great stamina, but it's also an incredibly dangerous sport.
Motocross really just brings out the personality in me, and I just really pull my heart out into it, and I just love it. And it's really, I become a daredevil when I'm doing it.
Brantley has a wonderful heart. People naturally gravitate to him because it's just the kind of kid he is. And with that, he's able to share the gospel and share his love for Christ with other kids at the racetrack.
When we look over our rolls at the beginning of the semester and we look at students and we see that we have some dual enrolled students, which means they can be going to high school as well as college. For a 16-year-old person to just fit in with all those adults and to perform so well and to love learning. He loves college and he loves learning.
I can get the high school credit and college credit, and by the time I get to college, I'll be about halfway through. Even though you have to study a bit more, it's really worth it. Since in my past, I've been picked on and I didn't like it, and I didn't want that to happen to other people, so I've always found the compassion to help other people with their problems. Well, my sister and I, we decided that we can buy houses and sell them for a nonprofit to people with low income. And we started a company called SAFE, meaning Students Aiding Indigent Families.
His mother and I both have always instilled in both of our children, you want to do your best, not for your glory, but for God's glory. God has given you talents, He's given you abilities, whether it's on the racetrack, in art, in music, in the classroom. And as a result, you need to aspire to do the best you can with that talent that God has given to you.
I'm very thankful for what God has done for me. He's blessed me so much. You can start from the bottom and be a big-time person. God has given you the blessing to be the person who you are, and you should be that person.
Subscribe to our channel, The Real Winning Edge, now on YouTube. You can see more inspirational videos like this.